Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a nice day. I want to thank my old subscribers, my new subscribers and my recent subscribers for subscribing to my channel. I can't thank you enough. And yeah, I just want to say that I'm grateful and I love you all. But if you come across any of my content, I mean any, there's a mixed bags of bags here. There's a wee green button below. If you press that and subscribe, you get all my content coming to you once a week when I upload. And also I have this brilliant community tab as well when you subscribe, and I drop in and say hello and keep you updated on things. So if that's something for you, click that wee green subscribe button below and I hope to see you at my community tab. So we're just going to get straight into this one, and this is Honest Conversations episode 16, and it's navigating loneliness in a crowded world. And basically today's vlog is going to talk about something that frankly affects more than us than we realise. Loneliness, that is what it is, but not just any kind of loneliness. We're talking about the loneliness in the crowded world, in a world where we're constantly surrounded by technology, people and noise. So this is chapter 1, and this is called Understanding Loneliness in a Crowded World. Basically, loneliness isn't just about being physically alone. It isn't about, it could be that overwhelming feeling of isolation, even when you're surrounded by people. Do you know what I mean? You can be the loneliest person ever, but you're surrounded by people. It's a weird one. The world today, especially with all the technology, connecting us can leave us feeling a bit more disconnected from the real world. Than ever, we're constantly swiping, scrolling and watching our lives unfold on screen. And that is basically what's happening here. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I've made some good connections online, but there's other times when we just want real human connection off a screen. So This is chapter 2, and it is called The Illusion of Connection. We live in a time, obviously in this day and age, because I'm not old, there's people of other generations that are older, where everyone is connected, but is it a real connection? Like social media, text messages, endless notifications that trick us into thinking we're engaging. But many times it's more of an illusion. Being online is a struggle for some and others not. But can we make real connections with others in this digital age? Let me know, comment below, I want to know your thoughts. So moving on to chapter 3, and this is the impact of loneliness. I mean, loneliness can drain you mentally, emotionally, and over time it can make you question, your relationships and your place in that. It's something we need to address and acknowledge, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yes, there's being alone and loneliness. These are totally different from one another. Like, being alone is you have nobody and basically you're on your arse end. Loneliness is you're surrounded by people but you're disconnected because you're lonely. I hope that makes sense and not jargon to you people. So we're moving on to chapter 4, and this is called The Power of Vulnerability. And then you're thinking, oh, vulnerability is the worst thing, especially online. It's not. It is not. And I'll tell you why it's not. Because basically the power of vulnerability is the hardest part of tackling it is opening up. It requires a vulnerability. Everybody's vulnerable online, don't get me wrong, they are. There's advantages and disadvantages. And it's something we often shy away, but vulnerability is a powerful, tool as well. But the other side of being vulnerable online is good and bad, and you're prone to others taking advantage or of ridicule many times, But sometimes, did you know our vulnerability can open new doors and help others online who share similar stories, hence making connections. This is why I have these honest conversations, because there's topics I talk about from my own experience, and I feel like there's probably people out there that can relate or have similar stories, and this is my way of making connections. Yes, I'm vulnerable when I do these conversations, but it gives a new meaning to like, hello, here's my channel. It's not just about me being a content creator, it's about me going, okay, here's my channel, here's a series that I started here on this conversation about opening up and my experience. Not that it's all bad in the honest conversation as well, but I opened up myself to vulnerability, and a lot of people have connected with this series and me and had similar stories or similar experience. So, you know, that is the upside to my vulnerability online, is having these conversations with you lot. And, you know, that's a powerful tool, I feel, for me. Yes, there's other times as a content creator where my vulnerability has left me open to ridicule and hate comments, but you know, I've been on this YouTube world since 2022 and I'm kind of getting used to it, going, nah, somebody's just bored and having an off day and has nothing better to do with their life. So you see the balance here, people. You know, it's like a online, being vulnerable, not being vulnerable, you see? So then, this is chapter 5 and it is called Embracing Solitude versus Loneliness. So basically, you know, there's a big difference between loneliness and solitude. While loneliness is rooted in disconnection, solitude is the practice of being with yourself and finding peace within your own company. I'm a person that loves my own solitude as much as I have a lovely inner circle and, you know, great connections. But I do love my own company, I won't lie. But instead of seeing time alone, people, as something negative, why not trying to reframe it as an opportunity to grow and reflect? Do you know what I mean? Like I say, the loneliness and the solitude is very different. Loneliness is like I said before, when you're on your arse end. Solitude is like you want to get away from the rat race and it's peaceful and you love your own company and you like doing your own thing, and there's nothing wrong with that, babe. Nothing wrong with it at all. I'm going to wrap it up here and just say a few words before I go. But you know, to wrap it up, loneliness is a tough but real experience that we all go through at some point. We all go through it. But you know, it's important to understand and acknowledge. You know, you need to understand and acknowledge and take steps to address it. Reach out to others, embrace solitude, or just be more intentional with how we connect. Change the narrative. That's what we need to do. We need to change the narrative. I hope today's conversation has sparked some thoughts in you or for you. Let me know, and you know, comment below and tell me how you navigate loneliness and what helps you stay connected. But I just want to say thank you for coming, thank you for watching, but don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below, and I will see you for the next one. Love you, bye.